Hello, welcome to episode 113 of Your Ultimate Comeback. I'm here with myself, Brad, my co-host, Raquel.
Hi, Brad.
Welcome back
Happy New
from the
Year.
holidays. Happy New Year. It's good to be back in the chairs.
Yep.
Running our mouths.
Right. First one of the new year.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anything new going on in your world?
What is new that's going on in my world? Other than the first, and I'm sure you guys experience this too, first couple of weeks of January, everybody is, they are going for it. They are on their programs. Nobody's missing anything. You know, the wait list for my classes gets really long and people are waiting in person. I know it's funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's 2 weeks, really, that people are feeling that way.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a crack up how every year you see it.
I noticed everybody's like a little grumpy, a little sluggish, having a hard time getting back in the swing of things.
After all the eating and drinking. Yeah. Well, it takes a toll. We know this. Yeah.
Yes, it does. So I was expecting a little bit of a slower kind of build back into the new year. No, it was. I got hammered this week.
Full send.
On Wednesday, I was like, is it Friday yet?
Yeah. Full send.
Couple cool things.
Yes.
I've been playing with this thing called Hume, Hume. So it's like a wearable and a scale.
Oh.
And it like tracks
You hate the scale,
everything.
though.
I know, but I wanted to see the scale, like how accurate it was from a body composition standpoint. I mean, it measures everything.
Really?
I'm super impressed with it so far.
Are you really?
Yes.
Are you sponsored? Are we sponsored by them?
Well, we're not yet, but I might push that.
What does it look like?
It's just this little scale. It has a handle thing, so it reads your body composition, water, weight, all that stuff. And then the wrist tracks your activity, your sleep. It gives you like a biological age score compared to your natural age score.
Wow.
It gives you recommendations on things to work out to improve scores. Your HRVs checked every day. It gives you like a parameter of like how much stress you can handle in a day, how much recovery you need for the day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
How did you hear about it?
A client told me about it. I'd been seeing stuff about it. And a client's like, hey, have you ever heard of the thing? There was a big Black Friday sale.
Oh,
so I'm like, I'm just going to try it.
Okay.
I think I might start recommending it to clients that want to track that stuff.
Okay.
Especially the body composition. I really like the body composition. It's not all over the place like a lot of the ones that I've used, like the bioimpedance ones. It's a bioimpedance realm, I believe, but it's really consistent. Huh. Like I've been on InBodies where like all of a sudden one day I'm like 3% higher or 4% lower. And this is just slightly moving by little points each day.
How often are you doing it? Daily?
Daily, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it takes all that data and gives you like realms around like your health, risks, things like that.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so you've been holding out on me because this is the first that I've heard of this.
Well, because I wanted to really test it for a while to see what I thought.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been using it for a few weeks now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think this is the end of my third week.
Nice.
So I'm pretty happy with it.
Hume.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I don't like is it doesn't have a live heart rate tracking, so I can't like wear it while I'm working out to see how I'm doing.
I bet that'll come. Don't you think?
Maybe, yeah. I notice a lot of them, like, Oura Ring doesn't really have that. Whoop doesn't really have that.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't really have that aspect.
Yeah.
The only one I've seen that has that aspect is the Morpheus by Joel Jameson. That's still my favorite one for training. So, but I like this one for this overall lifestyle management.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out now.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be on my Instagram ads now that we've mentioned it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
maybe we get a double deal, Caesar, if we both buy it. Yeah.
Yeah. They might still have pretty good sales on it because it was like 40 or 50% off.
Okay. How much are they? I'm curious.
I don't remember.
Oh, come
on. It was a couple $100 for each.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like $1,500.
No. It was a couple $100 for the I don't even think it was $200 for the wrist monitor.
Okay.
I think the scale with my discount was like $200, maybe $250.
So do you wear the wrist monitor all the time? Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, so it's like metabolic capacity, strain, how much strain I can handle. Funny story.
Uh-oh.
My dog got into some human food last night.
Oh.
And I woke up this morning.
Was it circus animals?
No. But he ate like half a raw squash.
Oh. That's random.
That dog had the worst diarrhea. It was like a battlefield. It was everywhere.
Oh, no.
5 o'clock in the morning, I wake up, I'm like, what the hell's that smell? It took me 25 minutes to clean it up. I had 2 garbage bags full of paper towels.
Oh, that's brutal.
I mean, he hit the walls. It was like, it looked like a war zone.
Poor guy.
Right away.
You're stressed.
6 a.m., I was almost at my strain point.
Oh, no.
I was gagging. I was cussing. Yeah. I'm glad no one was around.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so it shows kind of metabolic capacity, strain, what the target is. I'm way over. How much recovery I'm going to need to get through it. It gets like sleep scores, like how much sleep I had, how it was.
This is right up my alley,
movement.
Brad.
Yeah. it shows like zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. Here's the body. So it shows like you can look at like weight, BMI, muscle mass, body fat percentage, body fat mass. I mean, it shows everything all the way down to water, mineral. I mean, it's crazy.
Wow. So you wear that 24/7?
I wear it 24/7, and first thing in the morning, I jump on the scale every day.
Oh, okay.
And again, I'm not big on tracking my weight. I just wanted to see.
Okay. Would this make me obsessed?
Probably.
Damn.
Yeah, because I mean, but there are people that like to track that stuff every day, and I at least want them to be on something that's kind of accurate.
Okay. And you feel like it is?
I feel like it is so far.
Yeah.
I've been on the InBody. I've been on the one that's at our current gym.
Okay.
They're just all over the place. So I've been trying to find an at-home one that I think is decently accurate. I'm going to track it for a while, and I'm going to go get my DEXA scan done to see how close it is to that.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. So far, I really like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. This is not a paid advertisement.
No, it's not at all.
But we wish they would.
Yeah. Intense.
Yeah.
No, so
we'll tag them.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Maybe we can get a discount code for our listeners.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Do you want to attack that? I don't know how to go about that.
I can, but I'm not wearing it. I'm not doing it, but I can try.
Well, you can tell them we talked all about it on a podcast.
We will. Yeah. I was waiting for Vibe to sponsor us after I talked about their delicious venison burrito.
I had that.
Maybe we want to go get
it. It is epic. And they have tacos too. Tacos are delicious.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I also started 2 new peptides I'm liking.
Okay. What do you like?
Started microdosing retatrutide, like microdosing it. Microdosing it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to lose any weight.
Yeah.
Obviously, my weight is still down. But I'm pretty excited about the potential that has with cleaning up the metabolism.
Nice.
And I'm trying to get my cholesterol levels to come down a little bit. So excited about that. And then I started KPV.
So did I.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it so far. Yeah. It's supposed to help with inflammation. And so I stopped my BPC 157, switched to KPV.
Same.
My aches and pains actually feel even a little bit better since I switched over to KPV.
When did you begin that?
I am 3 weeks into that as well.
Okay. So you definitely would know at this point, for sure. Yeah. I just began, so I can't really speak to it, but so far so good.
Yeah. And 2 weeks ago, my son and I started working out together.
I love it.
It's his off season, so we're finishing week 2 after this.
Okay.
It is so damn cute. He's put like 5 pounds on.
Oh, good for him.
He always wears like sleeveless shirts now.
Oh, sun's out, guns out, baby. Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm shocked at how rewarding it is to spend that time with him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I got to the point where I hated working out. I hated being in the gym. I just wanted to be out of it.
So do you do the same things he is?
I built out a whole off-season training program for him, and I'm just doing everything I'm having him do.
Nice.
The hard part. He's really little, so he's young. He's never worked out, so it has to be like lightweight, really high rep ranges.
Sure.
I absolutely suck at.
Yeah.
The first workout, we get about 3/4 of the way through. I'm like, okay, I think that's good for today. He's like, but there's more. I'm like, we'll build into it. We'll work on progression.
He could see that there was more.
I was ready to puke.
I love it.
I was so sore after it. And I used like pathetically light weights for myself because I knew it was high rep.
Yeah.
I haven't done high reps like that in ages.
It's hard.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Destroyed. I couldn't touch my legs. They were so sore.
Oh my gosh.
But it's pretty fun. I'm pretty excited. It's created a little more life in me to want to do it with him.
Sure.
So,
and that's great.
Yeah, we have great conversations while we're training. It's about random things and
Is it just you two typically?
it's just him and I.
Okay,
It's like our special time together.
Yeah.
So
That's really good.
yeah.
Better, bigger, better, faster.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Because his season, like you said, is over, right? Until
tackle season starts. Like he has like 7-on-7 starting, but next tackle season starts in July. So
we got a little bit of time.
Nice window of time, and it's kind of time for him to start learning how to move and lift. And obviously, it's not heavy, it's not crazy. It's just a lot of repetition and technique. And
you're not doing cleans with him.
No power cleans.
Yeah.
No weight on the bars. Just light and a lot of repetition perfectly.
But so good to get him exposed to that at this age.
We've done 5 workouts now, and he's like, Dad, I'm getting jacked.
I love it.
Yes, you are.
I love it. That's so cute.
We saw a wide receiver coach that he works with last night, and the guy's like, oh, dang, you got bigger. And he's like, yeah, I've been lifting.
He did not. Did he say that really? I love it.
It was beautiful.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it does for him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Very good.
Beauty. Well, I just threw the word out that I want to talk about today.
Yes.
Progressive overload.
Okay.
I've gotten a lot of questions about this. I got invited to do a podcast next week on this topic.
Okay.
And everyone's hearing this term.
Mm-hmm.
You got to lift with progressive overload.
Right.
And then people leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've come to learn is no one really understands what the hell that means.
Right.
And it's a pretty technical thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Training in general is super technical.
Yeah.
It has been watered down and made to be the simplistic thing.
Sure.
But when you are working with someone whose paycheck is determined by how their body functions, you learn really quick that there has to be a really good system in place to create a guaranteed outcome.
System, yes.
Yes. Oh, which on that note, by the time this comes out, Garrett Bowles just won first team All-Pro for the first time in his career.
Fantastic.
Means he's the number one left tackle in NFL this year. 9 years in, and he's playing the best football of his life.
That's great.
Yeah, he texted me that last night to let me know.
Fantastic.
So yeah, he won All-Pro this year. Pro Bowl for the first time, which is the fans voting. Yep. First team All-Pro, which is the league voting. Hopefully the last one coming is the news award called Protector of the Year. It's the first year of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping he wins that.
Yeah.
But so proud of that guy.
That's intense. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Talk about we use progressive overload with him to a T, and it was game-changing, literally life-changing for him.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about what progressive overload is.
Let's do it.
Progressive overload means that you're applying more stress to the body every workout.
Right.
The first mistake I see people make, and this one cracks me up, is there's no plan in place. And why it cracks me up is because people think that if you're following a plan, you know what the hell you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I literally had, I met this new lady, came in to work out, and she'd been working out in my old gym.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, you know what's crazy about this place is that the trainers don't know what they're doing. They're all walking around with programs because they don't know what's going on, so they have to follow a program. And I just laughed. I'm like, I'm like, okay, yeah. She's like, they need to be good enough to know what to do without needing that. I was like, that's the misperception. I remember when I was on the road speaking, I went to a gym one time and I had my program out, and this guy's like, oh, you need to work it out, huh? I was like, what? He's like, I can tell you need to work it out. I'm like, how can you tell that?
Yeah.
He's like, well, you're following a program. I'm like, oh, yeah? So that means I'm new to this? Yeah. He's like, well, yeah, because if you knew what you're doing, you wouldn't need that. So I just asked him, I'm like, well, how the hell do you know what you did last week to know what you should do this week to make progression? He's like, what? Yeah. I'm like, never mind. Yes, I'm new to working.
Right.
So I think a plan needs to be in place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, start training my son. I built out the first 6 weeks of his training. There's a plan in place.
Right.
So that is super important, is that you need to follow the same routine for at least 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, depending on how long you've been training. But you have to do the same thing week after week after week, providing the same exposure to the body to adapt to.
Makes sense.
There was this whole thing for the P90X, muscle confusion.
I remember that.
Yeah, people thought you had to do a different workout every time and shock the body and confuse the body.
Sure.
And they did a study on this. I learned from Charles Poliquin years ago. They took the highest level Olympic athletes. They found that only 7% of that level of athlete responded positively to a different workout every time. There's a very finite number of people that can actually need that and use that.
Yeah, right. Handle it, probably.
And here's the thing, is they're usually the freakiest, most explosive athletes you've ever seen on the face of the earth. I've only seen 2 of them my whole career.
Right.
Where like every workout we had have change and adaptation.
Yeah.
And if you didn't do that, they stalled out really quickly. All the other athletes that tried doing that, they overtrained and burned out like super fast. So it's not good. So you need to expose the body multiple times to the same workout to force an adaptation and a change. So if you do not have a plan in place when you are going to the gym, there's no chance for progressive overload.
Right.
And so no one's talking about that. You need to go in and do a workout with progressive overload. You can't do that in one workout. I guess it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So a plan needs to be in place. You need to have multiple exposures to the same workouts. And again, that's anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, depending on how the plan's laid out. But if you don't do that, you're not getting any type of forced adaptation from the body.
Right.
If you're just doing something different every time, you're literally just fatiguing the body into a not fun space.
Right.
So that's first.
Okay.
Second is that within those repetitive realms, there should be either more volume or more intensity, meaning you're either doing more reps compared to what you did the time before or more weight than the time before. Now, why this is important is because you know that if let's say day 1, I'm doing bench press. I do 100 pounds for 10 reps.
Mm-hmm.
Week 2, I come to that, and all of a sudden, I can only do 8 reps at 100 pounds.
Right.
I'm not recovering well. So it exposes to if you're recovering well or not to it. So what should happen is there should be a minimum response of at least one more rep than the workout before, or at least a 2% increase in the weight load.
Got it.
So for example, if I do 100 pounds, week 1, week 2, I come back and I do it for 10 reps.
Okay.
Week 2, I come back, I do 100 pounds for 11 reps. I just got some progressive overload.
Okay.
Or if I come to week 2 and I do 102.5 pounds for the 10 reps, I just created some progressive overload.
How do you determine which you're going to take, the repetitions or the weight load?
It all depends on the scenario.
Okay.
Early on, if you don't have a lot of training exposure, you're going to get bigger jumps week to week.
Okay.
So typically what I'll see is like someone will do 100 pounds for 10 reps week 1. Week 2, they'll do 110 pounds for 10 reps. Like there's bigger jumps.
Yeah.
The more advanced trainee that's been training for a long time, the progressive response is going to be much smaller. So at that point, like it'd be more like 300 pounds. I did 300 pounds for 2 reps. This week I did 300 pounds for 3 reps, right? So the more you train, the smaller those windows of opportunity become, but they're big deals still.
Sure.
But so you want to be using progressive overload that way to, one, be able to make sure that you're recovering from the week prior and you're getting progressive overload and improvement week over week. So that's really important. Right. But the only way you can know that's happening is if you have something documented at what you did last week so you can see what you need to do this week. That makes sense?
Yes, of course. So it's not willy-nilly.
Yeah. So that is progressive overload.
Got it.
From like week to week. Then you have to change the stimulus every 3 weeks. So we call this accumulation intensification. So you want to go 3 weeks of an accumulation phase, which means more volume. So you're doing less weight, higher reps.
Okay.
So let's say for the first 3 weeks, you're doing 10 to 12 reps. Then you get to the second week, you have to change the exposure to the body to create a challenge or a response from it.
Right.
So then we go to an intensification phase. So now we go heavier weights, less reps type. So less overall volume, but more intensity. So let's say we could go sets of 6 to 8 reps, but with heavier weight load. And then when you come back to the next 3 weeks, you go back to an accumulation, but now there has to be a change, some type of progressive overload. So you either need more intensity, more repetition, or preferably both.
Yeah.
So let's say we did 3 sets of 10 to 12 the first 3 weeks. Now we come to the second 3 weeks. We need to be more intense on average in the first 3 weeks. So let's say we came here and now we're going 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. So the first week we do 3 sets of 12. What is that? 12, that's 36 reps.
Right.
But the average intensity, I think it's like 68% maybe.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
It's in the mid to high 60% in average.
Okay.
Now the second accumulation phase, we're going 8 to 10 reps, 4 sets. Now we have 40 reps versus 36.
Right.
Why are you laughing?
Because you sneak this crap in on me all the time.
Yeah, you have no idea this is going on. Nobody does. Right? So now we have more volume coming in than the first accumulation phase, progressive overload.
Right.
And now the average intensity is also higher.
Right.
So now that one I think is going to be around 70%. Right? Now guess what happens when we go to the next intensification phase?
You're going to do more.
We have to create adaptation.
Right.
We need progressive overload.
Yeah.
But now the intensification phase is a little different than accumulation phase. So intensification phase, intensity has to go up, but the rep ranges should come down a little bit. So if we did sets of 6 to 8 here, let's say we go sets of 4 to 6 now. So now let's say we have 4 sets of 6 to 8. That's 32 reps. Let's say now we go 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps. So now we're at 24 reps, right? But now the intensity at 4 to 6 reps is much higher than the intensity of 6 to 8 reps.
Sure.
And I can't remember anywhere near what that one is. Probably like 80%-ish or something like that. I don't know. I talk about this all the time and no one ever listens to me. Kilo Strength Society. They used to be right here in Orange County. Has the most epic education on programming and progressive overload. I think every trainer should study their stuff. It was game-changing for me, and I didn't get my hands on it until my early 40s.
Right.
I've told everybody about it that I know.
Yeah.
I know that stuff. No, you don't. Because within that realm, like what I just went over with you, they have all the data showing that if you are not on drugs, how much of a percentage gap you can handle week by week without overtraining. Sure. They have it so dialed in. So like when I am writing a program for you, like so I look at a 12-week cycle, right? And then I look at
4 different programs, correct?
4 different 3-week cycles. We go the accumulation, intensification.
Okay, so it goes back and forth like that.
Yes.
Okay.
And all that data is built into there. So that I'm creating progressive overload.
Got it.
And I'm making sure you don't overtrain.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a very beautiful thing.
And you know what's even more beautiful is that I just show up and I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Yes.
And I love that.
So why I wanted to share this is that
there's a method to your madness.
And it's not easy.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Like I get so tired of people coming to me like, can you write a basic workout for everyone? No. Can you do an at-home workout for everyone? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
not that simplistic.
It's not that simplistic.
Yeah.
Like I can't create that in an at-home workout with no weights.
Right.
Okay, you can create a progressive overload for a short period of time, doing body weight stuff and just doing more and more repetition.
Yeah.
But you're not changing the intensity loads at all.
Right.
So if you really want to create a positive change in how the human body looks, it takes a lot.
Yeah. Definitely.
And like even my clients, like just you, I mean, we've been training for 4 years now.
Yeah.
You probably didn't know I did all that behind the scenes.
I knew that things changed every 3 weeks, and I knew repetitions were either higher or lower and weight loads were heavier or lower, but no, I didn't pay that close attention to it. But I want to ask you how this compares to the place we used to work and their programming.
I don't know if there really was programming.
Well, they would switch it. Everything switched every, was that? Once a month, maybe? Was it?
Yeah.
It was different.
It's a positive that it's different.
Correct.
Not the same thing all the time.
Sure.
But from my knowledge as I watched it, there was no purpose behind the changing.
Right.
It was just this person wrote the program this month, and then somebody else wrote their program the next month.
Right.
There was no science methodology behind the changes. So even at the weight room, I know nobody that takes our weight room classes understand this is all behind the weight room. Jay and I built out a year progression before we launched the first class. So we took all this information and we built it before the first class.
Love that.
Yeah, so that and our people know every 3 to 4 weeks, depending on what we're doing, there's changes, but they probably have no idea why the changes are there.
Yeah.
But now there's a simple understanding as to, oh shit, there's a lot of reason behind the classes. Sure. And I'm very proud of that.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to say that a lot of it comes from the kind of old school way of thinking, back and buys, chest and tries, legs and shoulders. That's how you do it. Right?
You can still do it that way.
Yeah. But I mean, that's all people thought you needed to do.
Yes.
Right. And I have seen some people, old school bodybuilders particularly, writing down. So, I mean, in some ways, maybe they are keeping track of their progression.
Yeah. I think anybody that's writing down, there's some purpose behind it. I like to see that.
Sure.
Or they have an app. I like to see that.
Yeah.
At least it means that there's a map.
Right.
And just trying to create a specific outcome.
Yeah.
Other funny things I hear is like, you just got to use light weights and high reps so you don't get big.
Okay. I have to say something about that. I had a student, you're going to love this, who came to me. Now, you've been in my strength class. Or wait, have you? Or have you just been in the yoga Lattes?
I'm trying to think. 10 minutes of it, I laid on my back trying to pass out.
Okay, so my strength class, it's a heated class. It's yoga in the beginning, and then we move into strength thing. It's almost HIIT-like in a lot of ways. We have, our heart rate is up because the heat.
I still support it. I still think it's good to do that once or twice a week.
So I'm using 10 pounds and 5 pounds is what I use. We have up to 15. And
I used 8s for my class, by the way.
But I love that you did. You were being smart. So anyway, this student of mine who comes a lot was using 15 pounds, female. Another student said to her, "Why are you using such heavy weight?" Now, 15 really isn't that heavy, but doing that, it can be for sure.
Yes.
And she said, "What do you mean?" And she says, when you get older, you're just going to be saggy, right? And she said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Because, you're building these muscles and then you're going to look."
Oh, geez.
So that's what she thought, this person. I don't know who said that to her, but I said, "You're fine. You're fine. You're not."
Yeah.
So there's so many misconceptions.
Oh, there really is. Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that no one understands this.
No, because it's been watered down to be simple.
Of course.
I've been studying it now. She's about to be 50.
What are we doing for your birthday, by the way?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about
Dancing Girls. We didn't get them for the 100th episode, so I will.
Caesar likes that idea.
Yeah. We'll do it.
My 30th falls on a Friday when we record.
Really?
Yeah.
No. It's on.
Are you not going to be here?
It is on. No, I'm here. Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
I totally lost my train of thought.
Cake. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You were saying you've been doing it for so long because you're 50.
Yeah, so I'm 50. So I started training when I was 20. So 30 years.
Yeah.
People think this is easy.
No.
I'm at a point now where I realize I know enough to know that I hardly know anything about training.
That's how yoga is too.
It's like, God damn, like the more complex, the more I learn, the more I realize how complex it is and how hard it is to create specific adaptations.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't know this unless there's a target.
Yeah.
Like this person has to be able to look like this, do this, and be at this point on this day.
Right.
So a lot of the people I studied under were experts at Olympians because Olympians have to be perfect over 4 years on one day or like 3 days over a 4-year period.
Sure.
So to create this realm that creates the best version of them on this day is unreal. Like the methodology for that over a 4-year period to get them to peak just right
at the
on
right
that
time.
Day. So that's where I did a lot. Majority of my study was under those people because I found they're just insane at what they do. I've never done it. I've never trained somebody in the Olympics, but I've witnessed a lot, and I've mentored under a lot of them that have done it from different countries.
Yeah,
it's unreal.
Yeah.
So that's where I learned. That's where you learn how hard it is to know what to do when to create the proper outcome and response of the human body.
Right.
So people think like I just got to go work out really hard to get lean. Like no, you don't. That can actually backfire on you really fast. I see that a lot.
Sure.
People are training their asses off like monsters, just sweating and ready to puke and laying in piles of sweat and getting fatter.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you're not following the rules that have been proven over the years to create change. And the rules that create change are so different than what we're told they are.
Yeah.
Like, I will never forget one time, I've probably shared the story before, but I was training a guy and he's not sweating.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I think I shared the story, didn't I?
Yeah.
And another gentleman that had taken a class was sweating like crazy. He came over to my guy and he's like, hey, man, you got to work out harder. Like, you're not even sweating. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I thought I was.
Yeah.
And I said, wait, time out. I said, here's what he looked like 6 months ago.
Right.
What'd you look like 6 months ago? And he just turned and walked away because this guy had drastically changed.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't really think that effort is the key category to create great change.
No.
My body fat's come down like 3% over the last month, and I am not working out. I'm training with my 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Like 3 times a week, about 40 minutes, light weights. Like, we're just being smart.
Right.
And so I believe being smart is the greatest thing. So I talked about people think you got high reps, low weight is how you don't build muscle.
Right.
Okay, well, I know a lot of people that can put a lot of muscle on. Like a lot of bodybuilders train high reps. Like everything works for a little bit and then can change. Recently, one of my clients shared with me that someone shared that, if you don't want to get big, you have to do heavy weight for light reps.
Wait, heavy weight?
For light reps. He tried to use something called relative strength.
Okay.
So if your time and attention is less than 20 seconds, it's mostly a neurological response.
Oh.
So like gymnasts would be great examples of people that they're freaky strong, but they're very little.
Right.
And great, you're not going to probably get big on that. I know some people that will get big on that. The high nervous system, like I put a lot of size on training in that realm. But you can't stay in that realm very long.
No.
Because it's nervous system oriented. You will fry yourself. And if you don't fry yourself, your joints are going to hate you after 8 weeks of that.
Certain period of time,
So it's like you have to use both systematically and strategically over time to create change. And what I learned from Stefan over at Kilo is like, well, how do you do that over a year?
Yeah.
How do you progress someone over a year? It's freaking insane. Because you have to look at day by day, week by week, 3 week by 3 week, every 6 months, every 12 months.
Yeah.
They have all the data on how much percentage change you should use, when you should do it. It is so in-depth.
Now, let me ask you this. That's all well and good. But there's so many variables that the person brings to the table.
Yeah.
How are they eating? Are they drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
Are they drinking water? Are they, fueling their body properly? Are they sleeping? So how does one sort of navigate all that along with this progressive overload and these complex workouts that are built out?
It just depends. Do you want to make great progress very quickly or very little progress very quickly? So that's why you got to watch it all, right?
Because you'll be able to see something's up.
Yes.
Okay.
If they're not recovering well and they're not making progress, not getting the progressive overload, why?
So you've had that happen, I'm sure.
Hell yeah, all the time.
So what does the person usually cop to it and say, gosh, I've been doing XYZ and not this? Or do you have to say, gosh, this is not typical of what you typically
I'm
can
very
do.
Friendly with it. It's like, oh, wow, like, last week of that weight, you did 12 reps. Today, you only got 9. What's going on? Like that, like you should have recovered well. Like, did something change? Like, what's going on? Have you not been sleeping well? Because if I say like, okay, you suck today. What do you change? What are you not doing well?
What's going on?
And, and then it starts to come out. And it's like, oh, isn't that interesting?
What?
Like, you went out last night and drank too much, and look what it did to your workout.
Yeah.
So, like, you're paying me for this training session, and you're not getting better, you're getting worse. So maybe don't go out drinking the night before
you see me.
Right? So it actually makes it easier to talk to people of like, hey, you're not making progress. The whole progressive overload thing that is so important isn't happening.
Right.
And it's your lifestyle keeping it from happening. So if you want this to happen, you got to change that. You got to sleep more. You got to eat better. Like, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then, like with high level people that are training for a purpose, it allows me to know how hard I can push them without crossing the line.
Right.
So it's a really awesome.
Yeah.
But it's really complex and it's really hard to explain. And I hope I did an okay job explaining it. I think you did a great
job explaining it.
Because I've always had a hard time explaining it.
Sure.
How it works, what the whole point of it all is. To where a majority of the time I don't tell people what's going on. I do an evaluation on them, then I write the programming. And sometimes they'll ask, like, why did you change that? Because then the last component is, which again, I learned from Kilo. Like, if you're a trainer listening to this, I hope you hear me reference Kilo. Yeah. They have great online programming, classes, certifications. Like, there's nothing like it. So I hope you go explore them. Yeah. It has been a game changer for me and my clientele, but it's called Strength Balance, and they teach about strength balance. Have you ever noticed that like joints can get cranky when you're training? Yes. Yes. We try to use as much strength balance as we can to keep that at bay. A lot of times it's hard because of lifestyle, repetitiveness, things like that. Age. It just pushes strength balance out of play. But when we build the programming for the weight room for our private clients, we have this idea of strength balance in play. You have to train the whole body periodically over time to keep it in balance. The better job you do at keeping something in balance, the less likely someone is to get hurt. So I'm not going to go there because I don't want to jinx anything. We'll use Quinn. Okay. Quinn has not been injured, knock on wood, since we started training.
Well, she's gotten injuries from like running on the track, that kind of stuff. Not in relation to you, you mean?
She's not had any injuries that have caused her to not play in a volleyball match yet, right?
Got it.
Right? Yeah. So things are going to happen in high velocity, trauma-based sports.
She broke her finger. Yeah. I mean, it's...
So that's an example of there's nothing I could have done in the weight room to help prevent that. Sure. Garrett breaking his leg in a game, 300-pound guys fell on his leg that was locked in place. There's nothing you can do. Yeah. So you can reduce the risk of injury in high trauma sports by 40%. Right? But when you build strength balance into training programs, it's harder to get hurt. You're more bulletproof out in the real world. Yeah. Now, the repetitive motions that we do in life with work and things like that can cause issues with that. Sure. But it's the best model I've seen to reduce the risk of injury and keep joints healthy while you train. Right. So, for example, you will see, I don't know if I can describe this, strength balance. So you'll see like in the weight room classes, so people that do class in the weight room, they'll see this. We back squat, we do deadlift variations, and we do front squat variations. We also do like hamstring curls, hip extensions, a lot of split squats, lunges, step ups, leg presses. Right. It's a collection. And if people paid attention phase after phase, they start to see, this exercise in this block is always some type of split squat or lunge. Mm-hmm. This exercise in this block is always some type of either overhead press, push-up, or decline press or dip. This exercise in this block is always some variation of a bicep curl.
Right.
So over this 5 days of training, we've built strength balance into the workouts. And so from a templated standpoint, when you go to write the workouts, it's like, okay, we're in an accumulation phase. Day 1, block B, exercise 1. It's this specific movement. And then we have 5 or 6 to 10 different exercises we can use to train that specific movement. So that way we know over 6 weeks, all variations of movement are being trained periodically in different ways over time.
Got it.
To create strength balance.
That makes sense.
Because when you watch most people train, is they will do too much of one thing, not enough in another.
Same planes of movement.
Yeah, same move. A lot of bench press, not much rowing.
Sure.
A lot of bicep curls, not much tricep curls. They'll And so what happens is they start creating strength imbalances.
Of course.
Which then set them up not to be able to move well in life or have the risk of getting hurt in life. So I think that's another important thing that needs to be involved in progressive overload is that you're training progressively the whole body repeatedly over time to create and maintain the strength balance.
Right.
Did I explain that already?
Yes, you did.
That was a hard one as I was sitting there. How do I
No.
talk about this?
Well, bottom line is it's not just your favorite influencer and following their little workout.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
As much as we'd like to, because I'm female. I look at this and you go, oh gosh, she looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I guess I just want to do what she does.
Yeah.
And it's not that simplistic.
No. It'd be
great if it was.
Let's say influencer A and you do the exact same workouts for 12 weeks. Mm-hmm. There's going to be 2 drastically different outcomes because of genetics, muscle fiber type, composition.
Age.
Yes,
keep saying that.
But I'm not going to use that one because...
Why not?
Because you look incredible at your age.
Well, thank you, but it still is a factor.
I can show you hundreds of 30-year-olds half your age that look like shit compared to you. So
I don't know.
You're still going to use age in that one?
No, but I'm just saying there are some limitations.
What?
From that.
No, you're putting those limitations on. I don't buy that.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know. I just feel like there's certain things that, like my shoulders get cranky, my knees get, there's certain things that all this, I can't.
would guess repetitively in your class, you do a lot of things.
Certain things,
that trigger that.
Yeah, probably
or contribute to that.
Probably so.
Yeah. Somebody plays a lot of tennis, repetitive emotion, the same thing, internal rotation of the shoulder.
Yeah.
They're eventually going to have shoulder problems no matter how much you impede strength and balance into the training.
Sure.
You can't beat how much internal rotation is constantly happening swinging the racket.
Right.
So that's an example of tennis is great. I love it.
Sure.
Some new study, Jody from class, I think it was Jody from class showed a study, she loves tennis, that was showing like how tennis is huge for anti-aging.
Not pickleball.
The study was doing tennis, but and it was funny ever since the conversation came up. Like I've seen the studies come up multiple times on my Instagram talking about tennis and anti-aging.
Yeah,
but there's an example of internal rotation create shoulder issues. Repetitive motions create problems over time.
Yeah.
So that's why, like when athletes come in the season, the first thing we do is a structural balance test to see, okay, well, what repetitive motions have created problems in your structure? We fix those first. And then we go into the strength balancing to try to mitigate the risk and reduce the injury and set them up for success to survive the next season.
Right.
The same thing with volleyball, the internal rotation of swinging.
Yeah. Right.
There's going to eventually be some shoulder crankiness.
Yeah.
It's hard to overcome that.
Yeah. That's why my husband's had 2 surgeries.
Yeah. Yeah.
And thinks he needs a third.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on.
And then the last thing that I want to point out, which I think I'm saving it for last because it is the most important thing. So I hope you stayed to listen to this part of it. I've said it multiple times, and I'm going to reiterate it again because it's so important. Your workouts are only as good as your ability to recover from it. I'm going to use kilo again because I learned this from Stefan. You want to apply just enough stress in the workout to create change, get out and go recover. Overexposing the body to more effort, more intensity, more breakdown makes it harder to recover from and harder to make progress long term. So you're better off.
Are not doing you right.
No, and you're better off with protecting yourself and thinking long game.
Yes.
And making small progressive jumps versus some people are like, I want to throw another 50 pounds. I'm not going to let you do that. Like, because you're going to lose technique. Something bad's going to happen. And where do we go from there?
Yeah.
Like you blow your wad week 1, and now I got nowhere to go over the next 2 weeks because you just smoked yourself.
Yeah, right.
So
and we're playing catch up.
Yeah, and I learned one of my favorite things from Charles Poliquin was success breeds success. So if you're going to do 12 reps on a set, pick a weight you can get 12 reps with for sure. Mm-hmm. And then the next week, do a little more than that. And the next week, a little more than that. That will get you much farther than just going, I'm going to get 12 reps of this, and you pick too heavy a weight and you only get 9.
Yeah.
And then you just set yourself up for failure.
Sure.
It's too much on the nervous system. So we need to be a little gentler on the body and progressively use a little bit more over time and play 6-month games, not 90-day games.
Sure.
And I think that will be huge for people.
Yeah.
And training less, recovering more, I still believe, after talking with Stefan and training with Stefan and learning so much from him, I really believe that is huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Recovery is key.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
So that's my overview of
I love it.
Progressive overload.
It was very,
so when
very
someone throws
educational.
that word around, because I'm seeing it all over Instagram.
Sure.
You got to train with progressive overload, but not explaining what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a simple thing. There's a positive way to use it, but everyone tends to do that with fitness. They just throw it out there like it's this.
Well,
easy
don't you think
thing.
that happened with keto too? You got to be on the keto diet.
Yeah.
You got to be on the keto diet.
Yeah.
Remember when that was a thing?
Training is always watered down. Like it's this easy thing.
Sure.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. I don't need a trainer. How the hell do you not need a trainer? I pay Kilo to do their workouts, so I have good workouts for me when I'm really training.
Plus, isn't it nice to not have to do that for yourself, to have someone else do it for you? That's why.
And the other thing is, if you train yourself, you're going to do the things you like and avoid the things you don't like.
Exactly.
And you're going to create an issue with strength and balance.
Bingo. Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, right now I'm doing my workouts with my son because I want it to be all about him. Mm-hmm. And, I know that it's going to be good for me because of how I'm training him is very different. So it'll be a big shock to my system, and it has been.
Yeah.
But I'm using the Kilo methodology even with my kid. Like, I mean, you can see. Oh, they can't see it on there. But on the app, I'm tracking him on the app. Yeah. I've built his program into the same platforms.
Right.
I'm just using strategies that are better for adolescents than for adults. Like he's not going heavy.
No.
He's not, his rep range is like 15 reps.
Yeah.
Lightweight, perfect technique, a lot of flexibility.
It's great.
But in the training aspect, I have all of that progressive overload scenarios built in. And so in stage 1, it's like, okay, you have to get 3 sets of 15 for me to put more weight on next time. So like day 1 was like 15, 15, 12. Week 2, 15, 15, 15. Now week 3, we add another like 5 pounds to the bar and we start over.
Right.
If you get, if you got 3 sets of 15 on week 1, I would have gone a little heavier week 2 for 15. Mm-hmm. You got all sets of 15 on week 2, I would have gone all sets of 15 week 3.
Right.
That's like a real easy way to think about it.
Sure.
Is okay, I'm going to do 3 sets of 12. If you get all 3 sets of 12, next week you put a little more weight on and do it again. Mm-hmm. If I go 12, 12, 10, you didn't graduate. You got to go next week. Your progressive overload is going to be 12, 12, 12.
Sure.
And then you add the weight from there. Super easy way to think about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be big, aggressive, crazy changes.
Right.
The body is actually, and the nervous system is actually pretty temperamental. You got to course it and you got to take care of it and you got to gently nudge it to change versus trying to slap it in the face and force it to change.
Yes.
How are we doing on time?
We're good.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I ran my mouth a lot.
I know. It was good, though. It was good.
Yeah.
It was very educational, informative for most of us.
And again, Kilo Strength Society, if you're into fitness and into working out and you want the best education there is.
We should tag them, too.
I'm hoping to get Stefan on so everyone can hear like just how in depth. And might be one of the most educated men I've ever seen and has the most data I've ever seen. Yeah. I remember one of his athletes that I knew of training for 10 years. This dude sat down and laid out his whole 10-year training protocol in front of me.
Wow.
He is so data-driven. I was like, holy shit. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like,
that's awesome.
10 years. Like, there it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, Kilo Strength Society, if you're a trainer, I highly recommend if you want to set yourself apart, start doing their protocol, like their trainings, because it's so damn good.
I love it.
I think success is built in programming. That is the gold standard that separates trainers from good or bad, is ones that have a really in-depth understanding of programming. That's the golden ticket.
Yep.
And so far, with everyone I've ever studied under, they're the ones that lay it all out and have such great data to back their reasonings.
Yeah.
And the thing I love about their data, it's based on athletes not on drugs, which changes everything.
Sure.
Because a lot of the research out there has been on, Eastern Bloc athletes on drugs. When you're on drugs, you can handle bigger intensity jumps. You recover faster. So their data, what I loved about their data, which blew me away, was, why is it so different? Well, these are athletes not on drugs.
Right.
So, and like the strength balance stuff was...
so Sylvester Stallone or Rocky instead of Drago, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I know like the strength balance stuff. So Stefan's from Canada. And their strength world is incredible up there. Yeah. They're the ones that kind of started all the data on strength balance. They have, over 25 to 30 years of data supporting the strength balance. And Stefan then used his data to incorporate it. So when I say strength balance, let me just clarify this real quick. Like lower body strength balance is based off the back squat. So whatever your 1 rep max is on back squat, that would be the 100% marker.
Oh.
Then all the other lifts have a percentage of that.
Oh, wow.
That it needs to be close to for the strength balance to happen. So for example, if you can back squat 100 pounds, we know your deadlift should be 125 pounds because it's 125% of the marker.
Okay.
So every single exercise we do, there are, not every single one, but a large majority of them have a percentage marker off the back squat.
I don't think I've ever done that for max.
Well, I don't ever have anybody do a 1 rep max, but in my app, I have my brother build my app, it's theoretical 1 rep max.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So every time you do a set,
it
theoretically predicts what your 1RM is off of that rep range.
I see.
Yeah, so that's constantly, so if any time, what you do, you're actually in a really good place strength balance wise. That's why I know the shoulder stuff is coming from repetitive motion outside of the gym.
Of course.
Because your strength balance, there's no red flags right now if something's like incredibly out of whack compared to the other things in the strength balance world. Upper body, the 100% marker is bench press. Like, for example, if you can bench press 100 pounds, you should be able to dip 125 pounds. I don't have a lot of my clients dipping because that's a shoulder health issue one. You got to have good shoulder range of motion for that one, but like that's an example of strength balance. So instead of dips, I'll use decline presses or like push-up variations for the majority of people because most people just struggle with the dip. But so that's where the strength balance world lies. And again, Kilo teaches all this stuff. It'll teach you how to program for the next 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's awesome. It'll teach you all about strength balance. They have really good stuff on athletes. They have really good stuff on body fat loss. A lot of the body fat composition stuff I use, I learned from them. It's really good. You want to put muscle on, all that stuff is there. But their programming, I think, is the most complete programming I've ever seen.
Awesome.
Yeah. And they have no idea I'm talking about this right now.
Yeah, but you got to get the guy on. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll get him on because he's brilliant.
I love it.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Awesome. Thanks for letting me run my mouth about progressive.
It was great.
Load.
It was great. Thank you, Brad. As always.
Yep. All right. Thank you. See you guys next week.
Yes.